All right, so we've been through a lot of the self-publishing steps. If you want to publish a book in your homeschool or with your family and you want to do it for free, I've already covered that and how you go about doing that. Right here, we've been through gathering ideas, writing the story and editing, the book mock-up, illustration, formatting in Canva and your KDP template. Now, if you want to publish a book that can be marketed to libraries and independent bookstores and Barnes and Noble, things like that, then you need to have a few other steps along the way. These steps do cost money. So it's really up to you and your family how far you want to pursue this. But I always suggest start with a free book first. Learn how to create a book, go through all of the steps, and then get to this point where you'll want to file your ISBN, your copyright, your LCCN, and your CIP. I'll explain all of that in just a moment. So let's start with the ISBN. Amazon will give you a free ISBN, and you can use that no problem. And it can only be published. Your book can only be published on their platform, which is fine for homeschoolers and families. But if your child or you decides that you want to push it out into a different market, you're going to need an ISBN that can be used on different platforms. So let me show you how to do that. Now we're at ISBN. So with the ISBN, it just stands for your International Standard Book Number. It's a 13-digit code. Every book has to have one, and every edition of your book has to have one. So that means if you have a paperback, a hardcover, and an ebook, they would all need 3 separate ISBNs. This also helps libraries track their inventory, process their orders, manage their sales. Every retailer, especially like an independent bookstore, will want an ISBN. So it's just this right here, just goes right on the barcode on the back of the book. Again, I said you can have a free one. If you have a free one, you can only publish it to wherever you got that ISBN for free, whether that was Amazon or Ingram Spark. Even Barnes and Noble will give you a free ISBN, but you can only publish that book on that platform, nowhere else. It's fine. It's great for a legacy project, for school projects, or just a hobby if you're doing this. I recommend, again, this is your first book, always use the free ISBN. Now, paid ISBNs, you will own the publishing rights and you can publish your book anywhere you want, any platform, multiple platforms, but they are expensive. So if this is something that you want to do long term, I would suggest at least a purchase of 10 ISBNs, which is around $295. Because like I said, you need one for every format, a paperback, a hardcover, and the ebook if you're going to do all 3 of those. So there's 3 of them gone. To purchase your ISBN, you'll want to go to myidentifiers.com. I will put that in the link below. In the description below, there's a link. This is what it looks like. This is where you want to buy your ISBN. So once you actually sign up or you register, I'm going to log in as myself. You would register as a new account. Now that I'm logged in, you'll want to buy your ISBNs. And this will tell you how much it costs. In order to purchase, you need to set up an account first. But once you set up that account, you can buy 10, you can buy 1, you can buy 100, and you can even buy 1,000 if you want to. So you'll just add this to your cart, purchase it. Once you purchase it, let me show you what it looks like. They will show up in your account. So my identifiers. These are all of the ones that I've used already, different ones all along the side here. But then if you look, you'll have all of these blank spots here where you can assign a title. I'm just going to go into one of the first ones that I had here. For example, How Henny Hatched Her Eggs. This is the ISBN. Now it wants you to enter all your information. So what's your book title? Mine was How Henny Hatched Her Eggs. So I put that there. Do you have a subtitle? Subtitles are great because you can put a lot of extra words in there that will help people find exactly what your book is. So if you're writing a fantasy book, middle grade fantasy book, you might want to write something along those lines in your subtitle, like an amazing story that combines fantasy with, I don't know, imagination. Then you'll want to describe your book. So 350 words or less. What is your book about? The date you're publishing it. So you'll have to choose a date here. The current language that it will be in. Okay. Your copyright year is obviously the year that you're doing that. The Library of Congress control number, you will want to put that here. I will walk you through how to get that in a different video. So if you haven't checked that one out yet, do that because you'll need to enter that here. Then you can upload your book cover if you want to. You don't have to. It's just for your own reference. Next, contributors. So individual. So it's Melissa Kolb. I'm the author. I'm the illustrator. You can write a little biography about yourself if you'd like to. You can add another contributor. Maybe your little sister helped you, or your brother, or your mom, or your dad. You would put that in here. Then your next would be your format and your size. So what medium is it? It's in print. That's what you're going to select. Is it paperback? Is it hardcover? Is it an ebook? This is the next thing you'll select. Mine was a paperback. Details down here. I've never checked anything off. Oops, anything off with that. Wait, none of that. Number of pages. You will need to write the number of pages down. So you should have a good idea about how many pages it will be. Roughly. If you're off by a little bit, I haven't noticed anything going wrong with that. Number of illustrations. I haven't put any of that in there. What is it? It's children's fiction. It's about pets. So you're going to need to find some subjects, and you can do that when you click the down arrow here. Sales and pricing. Who's the publisher? So this is where you can make up your own publishing house. So maybe you want to call it by your last name. Maybe you want to call it by your dog's name. Just you can leave that blank, but that is what's going to show up on Amazon. Sophie's Cozy Christmas. This is my daughter's. But when you click on it and you scroll down to the information, right here where it says publisher, if you don't have anything there, or if you got your ISBN through Amazon for free, it will say independently published. But if you have your own publishing house that you're going to publish under, a name that you'll publish under, you'll enter that on your ISBN page right there. The publication date, it's forthcoming because it hasn't been published yet. You want to make sure you get this ISBN before you actually publish the book. So you haven't uploaded it to KDP, you haven't uploaded it to Ingram Spark or Barnes and Noble, anything like that. And they wouldn't let you without an ISBN anyway, but it's forthcoming. I have a juvenile audience, about your age range, who would enjoy it, grade level, who would enjoy it. None of this I fill in, that's fine. You'll want to set your dollar amount. About how much are you going to charge for it? This is just so if it's really off, if all of a sudden it's $50.99 online, they can see there's a discrepancy and there's something wrong there. We are in the US, so US currency, and that's the retail price. So you're done with your price data. You might actually have on this to submit at the very end, but since I've already done this, I don't need to do that. And then you're good to go. So it will then show you in your account, under your identifiers, it'll say assigned, book successfully assigned, and this is the ISBN number. This is the exact number that you're going to use right here when you make a barcode to put on the back of your book, and when you put it in the front of the book where it has all your copyright information, this is what will go there. So now to make a barcode, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, to make a barcode, I like to use Kindlepreneur, and they have an ISBN barcode generator. Let me, you would set your book price, $12, I'll just say. And now you can choose, do I want this on a transparent background? So it will only show up the barcode. It won't have a white bar behind it. Or do I want to put it where it has a white bar behind it so I can see it? That's your call. I usually do both. So I'll go like this and I'll say download the barcode. And then I'll go back through and I'll do the white background. I'll say, okay, download the barcode. And as you can see, it puts the ISBN right here at the top for you. And then it puts your price right here. Now, if you leave this blank like that, it's just going to give you the barcode. To sell it in a retail store, they are going to require, usually anyway, that you do have a barcode with a price. It needs to have a price on it. So just so you know. Again, I will put this in the bottom. It's a free tool. Kindlepreneur, anything that Kindlepreneur does has been wonderful, and I totally trust them. They seem like they're really reputable and not out to steal your dime. So I really am thankful for that. It really helps with a homeschooling family who's trying to do this as cheap as possible because we want to just learn how to do this and make a bunch of legacy projects and just bond over creating books together. So it's been great.